In this video, we are going to take a look at the top 10 reasons why UConn fans should already be getting excited about the women's basketball season coming up in 24-25. But before we start, if you enjoy the content, then please consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like. All right, without further ado, this list comes to us from the home office in Milwaukee. Number 10, Geno has signed a 5-year extension. It was quite clear at the UConn coaches tour that he is very excited about the roster he has for the 24-25 season and is keen to show the basketball world what UConn can do with a fully healthy roster in 24-25.
I would like to see what it's like if you could string together 3 or 4 years with the way it used to be, where there were no injuries, there you had everybody available that was on your team. And I'd like to see what it would be like if we had the opportunity to do that once again. So, I really like this group. I like our young players. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
Number 9, no Nika Mule and depth. So I don't mean to be mean to Nika Mule, but last season, I'm sure UConn fans are sick of playing the game. Will she or won't she foul out in the game, as they had no depth to manage if she did foul out? I am sure UConn fans have PTSD from the Notre Dame game and then the Syracuse game, which they tried to give away after she fouled out. And I'm sure they have anxiety from watching the Southern Cal game, as it felt like she was on the verge of fouling out that game the entire second half. Number 8, watching and seeing if Ice Brady or Cadence Samuels, if they can break out in the 24-25 season and learn the harsh lessons from last year. Can Ice Brady be tough inside and finish at the rim? Can Cadence Samuels tighten up her defense and contribute even when her shot is not falling? I suspect one or both of these players will have a breakout season this year, and I think it should be fun to watch. Number 7, Jana El Alfy. It is just over a year since UConn fans were teased and tormented by the Under-19 World Cup. The tease were the highlights she put up and the numbers, and dreaming what she would do in the UConn offense. The torment was obviously the Achilles injury and thinking what could have been, as Amari DeBerry gave up baskets down low to Kansas. Number 6, watching the freshman. Is Allie Zabel's shot as good as advertised? Is Morgan Shelley the second coming of Katie Lou Samuelson? And is Sarah Strong's high school coach right? Is she the female version of Magic Johnson? Number 5, the competition. Gordon Gecko says greed is good. I say competition is good, and UConn will have competition for minutes in the 24-25 season. A big battle is looming between Caitlin Chin and KK Arnold. In addition, AZ Fudd and Ashlyn Shade will probably have to battle it out for minutes as well. And that should just make everybody better. Number 4, the UConn schedule. It is packed with good teams in their non-conference and should be a good measuring stick of where they are at and fun to watch. They have South Carolina, Southern Cal, Notre Dame, Iowa State, Louisville, North Carolina, and Tennessee. In addition, we're still waiting to find out who will be playing over Thanksgiving, which should be a great matchup as well. Number 3, the return of AZ Fudd. Now, I know some have given up on the thought of AZ Fudd ever being healthy. I am not one of those. I am optimistic and believe that her knee injuries were caused by freaky contact incidents, and she will have good health going into the 24-25 season, and by the second half of the season, she will be in the starting lineup playing with Paige Bueckers, which we've been waiting to see for the past 3 years. As well, I'm hoping that she will be able to play free of not second-guessing herself and just letting it fly, as on paper the pairing of Fudd and Bueckers just looks so perfect as well over the course of her career. Her numbers are good. If nothing else, she's an extremely efficient player, and you put her with Bueckers, who's efficient. It should be really fun to watch if it happens. Like over 42 games, she's averaged 13 points, shot 44% from the field, but her effective field goal percentage is 55%, as she's so deadly from beyond the three-point line, shooting 38%. So I can't wait for her and Bueckers to get minutes together. It should be fantastic. Number 2, Sarah Strong. I know I said the freshman already, but Sarah Strong is her own category as she was the number 1 rated recruit, and she seems like the perfect fit for UConn, a forward that can pass, dribble, and shoot, and I just want to see it. Geno Auriemma has already teased UConn fans by saying that she's better than they thought she was.
Sarah's been great. I think she surprised some people we thought she was good, and she's maybe even better than that.
In addition, UConn fans will get a nice little preview of how good she is at the AmeriCup over the next few days. The other fun thing to watch, we'll see, is she the next UConn great? Will the torch be passed during the season from Paige Bueckers to Sarah Strong? And will UConn win a championship, and then she will continue the run going over the next 3 years? And well, that leads us to number 1, Paige Bueckers and her legacy year. There is no doubt that Paige Bueckers is a great player. If you look at her stats and what she's done over the course of the 3 years she has played, and it is truly remarkable. And the numbers she put up last season were truly ridiculous. 21 points, 5 rebounds, playing the power forward position on defense, 3.8 assists a game, shooting 53% from the floor, 41% from the three-point line, and 60% efficient field goal shooting percentage. Truly ridiculous and a great season. However, as Geno Auriemma said on the Dan Patrick Show, if she does not win a championship this year, then she will be the greatest UConn player not to win a championship.
She doesn't want to be known as the greatest player ever to play at UConn without winning a national championship. And I remind her that every day.
In an article in The Athletic, Geno Auriemma said that he often motivates players by going after their biggest insecurity. And I think it's pretty clear he is going to twist that knife about not winning the national championship, as he wants her to be more assertive and dominant in those clutch situations and at times be more selfish. And I think watching a locked-in Paige Bueckers with a fully healthy UConn team hopefully will be an amazing thing to watch in 24-25. And if she pulls it off, I think it will be just as big as Stewie winning 4 championships or Taurasi getting 3. And the reason is because of the struggle. Fans love this struggle. Much like years ago, like Olympics is always great for the drama. I'm not sure if you remember, but there was a guy, Jan Jansen, a speed skater. He had family tragedy. I think members of his family had cancer. And the Olympics, he was always the favorite to win. And I think it was 2 Olympics in a row, he had falls and couldn't win. And on his last race in his Olympic career, he won the gold, won the race, put it all together, and was a legend. Or much like the way John Elway was tortured in Super Bowls, loss after loss, and getting those final 2 Super Bowl victories all the more sweeter and much more satisfying due to the struggle. Generally, fans like to watch the struggle, a team get their scar tissue like the Celtics, and then overcome and win it, and that's why it makes it so much greater when that happens. And hence, that is why that is my number 1, as I think this has the potential to be one of the greatest UConn seasons ever and the most memorable season ever. Thanks a lot for watching. Your comments, your poison, all welcome. Good night.